6, it's Mrs Dunleavy here. This is another video for you, and what I'm going to be doing is introducing all of our heads of departments. These are the people that are in charge of each subject. So you're going to hear a little bit from each head of department, and they're going to give you a task to do over the holidays. I will come in at the end of the video to say goodbye.
Hi there, Year 6. Really good to see you. Welcome to the English department here at St Joseph's. My name's Mr Nicol, I'm the head of English, and we've got a team of 10 English teachers here who are really keen to welcome you back to school in September. We hope that we're going to be able to provide you with a little bit of normality, apart from or aside from all of the recent lockdown strangeness, but most importantly we hope to find you here with us in really good spirits and well and healthy. I want to give you just a brief flavour of what sorts of things we're going to be doing here at St Joseph's during the course of your first year in Year 7, and we're going to be looking at a wide range of different things. So we're going to be looking at some fiction through some short stories and a whole class novel. We'll look at an introduction to Shakespeare, we'll look at some poetry, new and some old. We're going to look at some non-fiction writing as well, and in all of our lessons we always do a range of discussion-based activities, some speaking, some reading and some writing as well. So we hope to get all your skills really sharp, really quickly. Got a challenge for you as well over the summer holiday, and that's in two parts. First of all, it's to read a book which you haven't read before. That can be either a storybook, a novel, it could be an autobiography or anything non-fiction, but ideally a book. And then to write a review of no more than 150 words. Now that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it really isn't. And in that review, what I'd really like you to be able to do is try not to give away any big plot developments or any surprises within the story, but say what it is that you liked about the book, and to try and recommend it to a certain type of person. So who else would enjoy that particular book which you've read? And we really look forward to receiving those and having a chance hopefully to display some of those as well as soon as possible when we see you in September. Until we meet face to face, I hope you stay safe, I hope you have a great summer, and as I say, we're all really looking forward to welcoming you here to St Joseph's as soon as possible. All the best.
Hello everybody, my name is Mr. O'Day, and I want to officially welcome you to St. Joseph's Maths Department. I'm the head of Maths, and I'm going to see a lot of you. We'll see a lot of each other, but then I want to just make you aware of our induction book. That is some summer work for you to get done and then send it over to me. Scan it, send it over to me or the head of year. The best student is going to get a reward from the maths department. Is that not exciting? Yes, I know you are all excited. So get this work done, send it to us, and let's do the rewards. I look forward to see you and working with you. My name is Mr. O'Day again, the head of maths, and see ya. Bye-bye.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mr Robinson and I'm a science teacher at St Joseph's School. You might have recognised me from Open Evening. I was the one in the white lab coat doing all of the flame tests. I just want to say that I'm really excited to see all of you in September. It's going to be an amazing first year of secondary school for you, even with everything going on. You're going to learn so much about science, and there's so many interesting things that you get to do in secondary school that you wouldn't have had a chance to do in primary school. Normally this message would be coming to you from the head of science, which is Miss Paynes, but she's actually on maternity leave at the moment. She's had a baby, so she'll be back in January. But until then, I'm always around if you need anything. If for some work to do before you get to school, a bit of an introduction to science, what I would like you to do is to research a famous scientist. So it can be anyone you like, and you can make an A4 poster of that scientist. So things you could include are a bit of a biography, so things about their life, what they did, where they were born, where they grew up, and most importantly, what did they do in science? So what did they discover? And also any interesting facts about that person that you can find. There will be a prize for the best few that we see, and it'd be amazing to see all of the things you can create. I'm looking forward to seeing lots of creative ideas and lots of interesting scientists. If you're not sure about what scientist to choose, or you can't think of one, you can either use Albert Einstein, you could use Isaac Newton, or you could use Charles Darwin as some examples. You can pick whichever one you like though. Anyway, I hope you have a really lovely summer. I'm really excited to see you in September. Have a great summer, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mr Ojakovo and I'm the head of RE at St Joseph's. Apologies for the lockdown hair. This is not what I normally look like. Normally my hair's much shorter, so you might not even recognise me in September. However, normally at this time of the year, we would be giving you a taster session, and our taster session would usually be on St. Joseph. Now, St. Joseph is the patron saint of workers. He's also the father of Jesus and the husband of Mary. So if you wanted to get a head start and have a look at some background information about him, it would put you in really good stead when we get back together in September. The first big unit of work that we're going to be studying is pilgrimage. Now, pilgrimage is a special journey to a sacred place. So we're going to be having a look at areas such as Lourdes, where the Virgin Mary appeared to Saint Bernadette, but also areas from other religions such as Mecca for Muslims. So if you wanted to get a head start and really get ahead of the game, I would advise you to have a look at pilgrimage in preparation for September. I wish you all the best. I hope you have a really good summer, and I can't wait to see you in.
Hello, Year 6. My name is Mrs. Finn. I'm an RE teacher at St. Joseph's, but I'm also head of PSHE. And that's what I kind of wanted to introduce to you today. So you may well have done some PSHE in primary school, but I'd just like to talk a little bit about what it is. So PSHE stands for Personal, Social, Health, Education. And so you will be doing one lesson a week of PSHE at St. Joseph's. So let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to look at during our PSHE sessions. So there are 3 topic areas for PSHE. The first is relationships, where we look at our self-identity. We have a look at our different types of relationships. We will consider how to manage our relationships, and we'll also have a look at family life. Then we move on to looking at health and well-being, where we look at managing both our physical health and our mental health, because that's really important. And then the third strand that we do is a topic called Living in the Wider World. Here, you'll be given the opportunity to have a look at careers. You'll also be given the opportunity to explore citizenship and what it means to be a citizen, and how to be an effective member of the communities that you're involved in, whether that be your school community or your home community. So over the summer holidays, I'm going to ask if you could perhaps maybe do 2 of the following 3 activities for me. So hopefully you'll find them fun, and they'll just get you engaged in a little bit of PSHE work and get you ready for when you join us in September. So activity 1, in PSHE we have lots and lots of class discussions, and that requires everybody fulfilling their role as either a really good communicator or a really good listener. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to create a poster of the top 5 rules for being involved in class discussion. I've given you an example there of the first rule that you could have, and that might be that you need to put your hand up and wait to be invited to speak before you get involved in class discussions. So if you could come up with 5 rules that we could employ in the classroom for class discussion, that would be fantastic. Activity 2 is thinking about yourself. So when you join us in September, obviously you're going to be meeting people from different schools and people that you might not have met before. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to create a fact file about yourself that you could use to introduce yourself to your new class. Make sure that you include important details like your birthday, and then also try and include those hobbies and interests that you have, or any interesting facts that you want people to know about you. And then activity 3 is about eating well. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to research on the internet something called the Eat Well plate, which is a picture of a plate that is designed to show you how to eat a good, balanced, healthy meal. Once you've looked up that plate, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to create a week-long menu for a 10-year-old to make sure that they eat a balanced, healthy meal at breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So those are the activities I'd like you to do. Pick 2 from the 3, and I look forward to seeing you all in September. Stay safe. Take care. Speak to you soon.
Oh, hello Year 6. I'm Miss Weir. I'm Head of History here at St. Joseph's. Really looking forward to seeing you in September. Over the summer, I'll be sending out a booklet with Mrs. Dunleavy for you to complete. That will prepare you for some work which will be starting in September on migration. If you would like to have a look at our reading list, you will find that there are some books which will be useful across different subjects. Okay, if you are into such things as The Boy in the Striped Pajamas or Noughts and Crosses, I really recommend giving them a read. You'll find that they're very useful. Looking forward to seeing you in September. Bye!
Welcome to Geography. This is the Geography department. I'm going to talk you through a few things to expect when you come here in September. So follow me. This is T16. It's at the top of the tower block. This is where you'll find most of your geography lessons. Now, some of you might not have done much geography lessons at primary school, so I'm going to talk you through about what that means. Now, you do two types of geography, human and physical. We look at the physical world around us, so the natural, in terms of things like volcanoes, mountains, our formations. And we'll look at human geography, so what happens with populations and levels of development. So there are two sides, and people tend to have a favourite. Now, there are some things you can do to prepare for September. I'm going to show you some of those. Now, there are some books that you can buy online that will help you. These are CGP books. You might be familiar with them if you have older siblings. They're great for revision. You can buy a Key Stage 3 geography version. And this not only has information inside, but it also has questions that you can practice. Now, I'm going to show you my email at the end, so if you want to send me any work you've done, I can mark that for you and we can get you ready for September. There are also books like this. These are the Oxford books and they're AQA enforced, so it gets you ready for GCSE because we do the AQA syllabus here. Now, you can get samples of these online or you can buy the full thing. You can get them on bookshops like Waterstones, WH Smith, or on Amazon and eBay. People also sell them used. You can also have a bit more fun with it. A lot of you might have heard about horrible histories. You can also have horrible geographies, and these tell you all about different formations in our world, but they add a fun twist on it. I would recommend looking at earth-shattering earthquakes, raging rivers, and violent volcanoes, because these are topics you will study in Year 7. But all of them are relevant, and you will study them throughout Years 8, 9, 10, and so on. You can also make it more fun with some films you might have at home. We look at The Lion King when we're in Year 7 because it looks at ecosystems in the savannah. We also look at Rio and ideas of the rainforest in Brazil when you're in Year 8. So this will give you a little heads up of what to expect. Hopefully you've heard of David Attenborough. Have a look at Planet Earth as well. These are on iPlayer and Netflix, so do take a look. We love to encourage extra reading and watching here in the Geography department. And when you do work like this, we will reward you with postcards sent home. Now, the department loves to send these home and you'll get these in the post. So really to reward and encourage what you're doing. I'm going to introduce you now to the rest of the department.
Hi, potential Year 7s, I'm Miss WD and I'm also part of the Geography department and I can't wait to see you in September. This is my classroom, T15. And I just want to point out my plastic pollution display, just so you understand that in your geography lesson you'll also be learning about the wider world and what is happening in our world at the moment and how it's affecting the environment. And I'm sure you have all seen the impact of plastic pollution. To my left is the Pacific Ring of Fire, and this is something that we'll be learning about in Year 7. And we're looking at where volcanoes and earthquakes are. So some really exciting stuff in your first year at St. Joseph's.
Now, there are a few things we normally ask Year 6s to do when they are here for their induction, and one of those is sending us your lovely postcards and memories from the summer. Now, geography is about travel, it's about going places in the world, and hopefully you'll get to go somewhere exciting in the summer despite the circumstances. Now, I understand a lot of you might not be going on holiday this year, and that's a sad time for all of us, but we would like you to send us some postcards of where you've been. Now, here are some from last year of what people have sent us. It does not have to be abroad because that's not possible for everyone this year. So you've got different places. People have sent us postcards from the summer of where they went last year and address it to the school. Or local ones, like Windsor, telling me what you've done. Really think about different geographical aspects you can tell us about that you've experienced over the summer. That's one of the things I'd like you to do, and send it to the geography department to the school address and we'll get those. I would also like you to create your own world map. World maps are very important in geography and we look a lot at locational knowledge. So I would like you to draw your own or create your own, be as visual as possible. Start getting to know where the countries are and where those 7 continents are. Key geographical location you will need for your geographical career. What else you can be doing is following us on Instagram. We constantly post new news stories and competitions on our Instagram. Now, whilst we cannot award you e-praise, unfortunately, until you join our system in September, it would be lovely for you to get involved. So if you do get involved in any geography competitions on Instagram that we are launching, do just drop a little message at the end just saying you're a potential Year 7 student for next year. Then we'll make sure we can backtrack your e-praise. If you do want any advice on geography at all, please email me. My email is l.boland@st-josephs.slough.sch.uk. I am the head of department, so I can answer any questions. We look forward to welcoming you in September.
Hello, Year 6. I am Mrs. Buck and welcome to St. Joseph Catholic School. I am going to be teaching you computer science with Rabbi Wolf. Come on, Rabbi.
Hello Year 6, how are you? All kinds of exciting things coming up. We're going to be learning coding, creating games, everything that you want to use a computer for. We're going to have a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. See you soon.
Like Rabbi said, in Year 7, you'll be spending the year learning the components of a computer system, computational thinking. You're also going to be programming. So you will program using Scratch and Python Turtle. So to prepare you for this, we set up some tasks that we would like you to complete. So for the first task, task 1, you're going to be looking at the components of a computer system. So we've put down some pictures and we expect you to research. So you're going to go on Google and research and be able to explain what these different components would do. So for your hard disk, CPU, motherboard, RAM, graphics card, and power supply. For the second task, you're gonna be looking at reviewing some games on Scratch. To do that, you need to go on to Scratch Online. I would show you briefly how to get onto Scratch Online. So if you go on to Google, click on that, the first one, and it's got the option of signing in or join Scratch. I am sure some of you would have created an account before so you can sign in, but if you haven't, click on join Scratch. For you to be able to join Scratch, you need to make up a username, create a password, and then he will ask you for your age. It's normally you would ask students for their age, and if you are below 13, which most of you are, or all of you would be, it will ask you to put in your parents' email address. So once you've signed up, you should be able to have this. Where you can explore. So if you click on explore, you should be able to look at any games.
Hello New Year 7s, my name is Monsieur and I'm the head of music at St. Joseph's Catholic High School. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in September and I'm super excited to see what you guys can do. Fun fact, I can play 14 instruments. I'm going to let you try and guess which ones those are. Miss Dunleavy has a little booklet of musical tasks that you can do over the summer to help you prepare for when you join us in Year 7. But essentially most of it is to do with listening to music. You can never listen to enough music, in my opinion. So I hope you have fun with that. I hope you have a great summer, and I hope you're safe and well and taking care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.
Hi Year 7, this is Miss Leibinger. I'm the head of art at St Joseph's. I can't wait to meet you all when we start school again and start creating some amazing art with you. Have a great summer, I'll see you soon.
Se rumora que su nombre es María, María, María. ¿Quién diría que me enamoraría aquel día?
Bonjour à tous. Buenos dias a todos. My name is Mr. Bien and I'm here to introduce you to the MFL department. You may know that MFL stands for Modern Foreign Languages, which here at St. Joseph's are Spanish and French. We are a team of 5 teachers, 2 of whom will be new to the school in September, exactly the same as you. We are all very much looking forward to meeting you, and we've put together a little challenge for you to complete over the course of summer. For those of you learning Spanish, we've put together a few desafíos, that means challenge in Spanish. Some of them are musicals, some cooking ones, some singing, or technological one, for example, changing the language setting on an app or on your phone. For those of you studying French, les défis, you've guessed it, that's challenge in French, are the same, but obviously in French. So learning a song, listening to French music, list monuments from, French-speaking countries, many cultural aspects of the language will be covered. You need to try and complete as many as you can over the course of summer, so then when we start in September, we can compare your results and see who's done the best. From all of us in the MFL team, we wish you a safe and relaxing summer and look forward to meeting you all in September to learn lots of exciting new things. Au revoir. Hasta luego.
María, María, María. ¿Quién diría que me enamoraría aquel día, aquel día?
Well, I hope you listened to that and it was informative and you got to put some names to faces. So I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye!